Hi everyone, this is Steve. I'm coming at you today from my home office. Actually, this over here is it's a rosemary tree that I thought it would grow, but has been in the process of dying this winter. I wanted to record a video to recap a couple of important things that have been going on in class lately in terms of grading things, participation things, stuff like that. The first thing is that I've finally commented on and graded all the personal statement projects. I finished that on Tuesday, I think. And those are all available. The grades and comments are all available on EMU Online. So if you go look at the Google Docs that you submitted, there's some comments on there too. But if you go look at EMU Online and then you look at the comment section for the grade, I have a few comments to mention there. Pretty good work for the most part. The grades, basically, two things about the grades. They basically boil down to some version of A, B, C, and RW, and I'll get to that in a second. The grades are really just sort of advisory, because remember that all the writing projects together are one big grade for the class. So anything that says, when it says stuff like A minus B plus, or B minus, or whatever it might say, that's just basically kind of an estimate, if you will, about give you an idea of how you're doing on it. There's no points associated with it or anything like that, because again, it's one large portfolio of work. RW means rewrite, which means that I'm not offering you the choice here. I'm giving you the requirement that you need to redo the assignment. For most people, the reason why you have to revise is because you didn't follow the format for writing a memo for the class. And if you were wondering, it's like, well, where did you explain that? It's like, well, that's been part of the discussion for the class. And if you didn't see the explanation for that, then you're not reading the discussion in the online class form closely enough. So if you did get an RW, you need to revise this and resubmit it via EMU Online by about Monday or Tuesday of this next week. And if you have questions about that, feel free to email me and I'll try to help you out. There may be an opportunity later in the semester to revise some of these projects to improve the grade a little bit. Although, like I said, for the most part, people, unless they had to rewrite it, did pretty good. The other thing you'll notice in EMU Online is there's some information now available about the participation grade so far. I'm actually a week behind. I need to get caught up on that. That's one on my to-do list for today. And then we're actually, so I'll be posting participation grades for week 3 today or tomorrow. And then we'll finish week 4 participation actually this week. The first time, for the first week of participation, I actually wrote a sentence just to give an idea of where people were at. For the second week, it's just, and from here on out, it's going to be just this sort of system of plus, X, minus, or some combination of that. And here's what that basically means. If you begin conversation, the participation on the class website, typically on Mondays and Wednesdays, but at the first day where I post something, and you post the first day and you engage in conversation, that is, you're responding to other people during the course of that time frame, Monday through Wednesday or Wednesday through Friday, then you'll get a plus. If you kind of post on the first day, but maybe you don't post very much, or you post the second day, but you respond to a lot of people, or you know what I mean, that kind of less than excellent performance, you get an X. And if you do less than that, you wait until Wednesday to post anything, you just post one comment and that's it, you don't really engage in conversation, you get a minus. And this basically translates into ABC, give or take. If you have questions about how you're doing about participation, by all means ask, and I will try to answer the question as clearly as I can. But what I'm getting at is that, as I've said from the beginning of the semester, if you want to get an A in participation, you need to start participating on the Monday or the Wednesday of the discussion period. We discuss things from Monday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Friday. That doesn't mean that the deadline is Wednesday or the deadline is Friday. It means that that's the discussion window. So if you want to get an A, the deadline is Monday or the deadline is Wednesday. Okay? If you don't participate at all in that time frame, you are virtually absent. And I need to go calculate this for last week because I think there were a couple people who were virtually absent. And what that means is that I will let you know that via email and recall from the syllabus that if you are virtually absent too many times, you will not pass the class. And it will hurt your participation grade. Okay. Last thing about peer review, I'm going to set the peer review for the next assignment, the complaint letter slash answering the complaint letter, the adjustment letter assignment for Monday. I think that starts on Monday. But the thing I want to point out is that I'm going to add an element to it in terms of a survey that I want everyone to fill out as a result of completing the participation. I'm getting the sense that not enough people are participating in the peer review process as well as they need to be, because that's part of the grade. That's a part of the participation grade for the class. That's part of the writing that is important for the class. So you'll see what I mean when I set this up. But I guess what I'm getting at is that if you've been sort of like saying, oh, peer review, blah, 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 that's not going to work. That's going to hurt your grade. And I want people to make sure they get on track and take the peer review seriously, because in an advanced writing class like this, and that's what this is, it's a 300 level writing intense advanced writing class, we take the interaction between each other and our responses to each other's writings very seriously. And you need to do that with the peer review process by diligently participating, giving people good advice, and evaluating that advice. Okay, I think that's it for now. See you online.